Hey guys, welcome back. DeFi, degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty. I'm your host, Drip Coach, dropping knowledge bombs on all Forex Shark related projects. And in today's video, we are breaking down the announcement that he put out. Remember, my goal on here is to educate you guys so that you can understand how the blockchain works and how to do your own research. We always yell that out as content creators, but very rarely does any content creator ever show you how to do your own research and do your own due diligence. So luckily, we have a dev that is transparent and puts everything out there on the blockchain, and we can go back and validate all of that, and understanding how to read the blockchain and kind of know what's going on behind the scenes, at least to some degree, can help you evaluate other projects should you get in, and of course, give you more trust and belief in the existing projects that you're in. So let's go through this Telegram announcement. Said we just performed a host of injections in Bimax for the week. I have a meeting today to discuss the stable swap migration and automations of injections. I know last night the final testing was being done and I think we're successful. I will be confirming this today. So it's still manual as of at least this message, but it will be automated going forward. So we'll see what that looks like. So first, he said we burned over 500,000 BUSD worth of Animal Farm dogs. So I've already opened these links. I'm not going to open them again, but let's go straight to the first link here. 500,000 burned Animal Farm dogs. So it's like I mentioned, you guys, it's best to label these contracts so that when you come in here, you don't see a bunch of numbers and letters like this. So I already labeled these. I showed you guys how to do that on my previous videos. If you don't know, go back and watch that. So it says here, from the farm deployer wallet to a null address, which is the burn address of the Animal Farm dog contract. And if you open up that address, so you see here it says null address and it's just a bunch of zeros. If you go to the Animal Farm dogs contract, which is this AFD, you go to contract, you'll see here that he has that burn address actually in the contract. So that means whenever things are sent here, because the address is annotated in the contract, that means it's actually being removed from the total supply. Unlike if he were just to send it to its own dead address that he made up without annotating it in here, then it would just be reflected as another holder holding those tokens without reducing the supply. Hope that makes sense. So we can verify that that was indeed there because it shows right here on the blockchain 16,030 dogs were sent. Now the question should be asked, well, where did these 16,030 dogs come from? Because it's in this deployer wallet, and then got sent to the burn address, but we don't actually know where they came from. So we can actually open this up, farm deployer wallet, and that's what I've done in this tab here. And we can see that there was liquidity removed 7 hours ago. There was 7,000 here, 5,000 here, 3,000 there. If you add those up, there's a total of 16,030 dogs that were the liquidity was removed from the Animal Farm dogs BUSD pool, right? And the reason we know it's that pool, I labeled that, but you can actually just open this contract up and then it'll take you here, and then you can take this contract address, copy it and paste it, and in Deck Screener you will actually see this contract address. So that shows us that we are in the right spot. We know that this is the Animal Farm Dogs BUSD liquidity pool on PancakeSwap, and they did indeed get burned from the supply. And on to the next one, which reflective of this, if we go to the next part of Telegram, he says bought back and burned 100,000 BUSD worth of Animal Farm dogs. And that's this transaction here. So actually this next tab shows here 100,000 dogs being purchased for 100,000 BUSD dogs at a value of 3,573 total dogs. And then if you paste that address like I said, and you come in here to Deck Screener, and then you actually do a filter like I did for buys over, I think I did a buy over 90,000 but less than 250,000, and it shows up exactly that amount of dogs right there. Boom, and that's that green candle, right? Clearly that matches up. So everything is Safu. On to the next one. Just a quick message, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss another video. This helps bring brand awareness to the channel as well as all Forex Shark related projects. Thank you. So now it says that we have injected 620 BNB into the dog pound. So $170,000 worth, 670 BNB. So we open up that BSC scan, and again, since I labeled these, I can see that this came from the farm deployer wallet, and then it went to the farm rewards vault, the BNB vault. And then if we actually look over here at the farm rewards, we will see that there is 7,544 BNB, and there's a value of 2 million in that vault. And we see the 620 BNB that did get transferred 7 hours and 3 minutes ago. And also, if we look over at Dune Analytics, we can see that that is the exact BNB value of the dog pound reward vault. So again, all that matches up as well. So that's in the dog pound to be paid out to the BNB stakers. Next, we got the 100,000 BUSD into the Pigpen vault. So again, we move down the chain to the next transaction. We see here farm deployer wallet to Pigpen rewards vault, $100,000. But you got to ask yourself again, where did this $100,000 come from? Glad you asked. So we actually go back to the farm deployer wallet. We can come over here to the inflow of dividends on the Pigpen vault and see that if you add these up from the last injection that we had, so you have a net inflow for the fees. And then there was also about $30,000 worth of cake that was sold. I didn't bring up that transaction, but that comes out to the $100,000 that got injected into the Pigpen. So you add the 60 to 70 that's here. Let me see what the exact number was. 64,000. It's here. 64,000 for the inflow, and then another 36,000 of cake that was sold. Remember, he said he was going to be doing the cake in bits and pieces. All right, on to the next one. So lastly is brought back and sent 4,200 drip to the tax vault. So we see that one in here. Final transaction, fee manager holding wallet to the vault. 420 was the tax that was paid on that, and then 3,786. So remember, this is what's coming from the actual fees getting in and out of the drip USD farm. And that's why I was trying to tell you guys before that there's not going to be a lot of drip being sent back because people are not entering and exiting the pool. And you can see that from the drip buybacks that we've had. So expect that to remain kind of stagnant until there's an incentive to get in and out of these pools. Like once you're in, pretty much you stay in, and then you just collect your dogs. So I don't see that changing very much into the future. But what does this mean for us in regards to like the payouts and stuff like that? So as I showed you before on the dog pound, I see that the dog's price will probably go lower unless with the buybacks, depends on how Forex does that. We have like 12 million in that liquidity between the LPs that were previously created for the migration. So that can definitely help the dog price. So that was not factored in my original equation because I have no idea how he will inject that. But as you can see, from the inflow of taxes from the dogs being sold, it's starting to slow down quite a bit. So we had the 30,000s and stuff here at the beginning of the year or end of the year, depending on when Dune captured this. And over this last week, only a few in the double digits. So even though people have 90% tax reduction almost, they're not selling a lot of their dogs. And if they're not selling, and even if they do, even if they are selling their dogs, I take that back, they're selling their dogs, but there's not a lot of taxes being generated from them. So that means that Pigpen injections will slow down. So Dune isn't updated on the most recent $100,000 one that shows here that we just got. And I think because of that, that will cause pigs to not look as attractive because as you see, Pigpen is increasing. So as more pigs are put in and less capital is being injected because less is available from the dog pound cells and less is available on the greater animal farm staking, then it doesn't make pigs as attractive. Hence why I said I think people will sell pigs and you'll get a great entry price. That all depends though, because there's a lot of things in the works. So this last piece of the message was that due to stable swap situation, we earn less on the back end for injection than we normally would, but the migration itself will trigger a very large Pigpen injection, and then from that point on, rehypothecation will be earning its full potential. So this is what's expected to be injected. These are the stable coin pools that we currently have, stable token pools, sorry. And that comes out to 9.5 million. And a 2% claim tax that everybody's gonna get hit with as they migrate out of it is 191,000. And then 30% of that is paid immediately into the Pigpen, is injected. So what that means is sometime whenever this happens, we'll see a big inflow fee. We'll have a 30K fee show up here. And then the remaining, what is that? Remaining 140 some odd K will be dripped out over the couple days, basically like 30 days, basically for the rest of the payout. So that will definitely help. But after that, as Forex said, there will be we'll be relying on the rehypothecation of those funds, and depending on where he puts them. So haven't even seen that vote for. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not stable. So yeah, remember this is just for the stable token pairs, and we haven't rehypothecated the actual single assets like BUSD by itself, ETH by itself, and Bitcoin by itself. So this will be, yes, a injection initially, but then after that's done, then it's going to be all up to the taxes and fees. And if people are just sitting in these and not getting in and out, migrating because the current farm is unrestricted, then I don't foresee a lot of fees being generated, and hence again why I think that pigs could go lower. And you get a great entry price if you don't have a good Pigpen position currently. All right, so hopefully that broke down everything and gave you some transparency and some understanding on how that works. And pigs has already dropped lower, so it's already played itself out from what I said before, because it was like $98, I think. Looks like I nailed that right on the head. I didn't see this before I made this video, but there was obviously some sell-off, and I had made a video back here about the future, basically, of the Pigpen, talking about this. So spot on 3 weeks ago. I don't know what caused this sell-off, but yeah, I was just looking at the injections and stuff like that, and clearly some people took profits or whatever the case may be, and yeah, we've dropped down to 88 bucks on the pigs price, and we were sitting at 98, I think. For some odd reason, this switched to percentages. I hate it when it does that. There we go. So yeah, from 90, so yeah, 96 to 80, 88 or so. Interesting. Well, anyway, hope you guys like that kind of content. And if you do, you know the drill. Smash that feel special. Help brother out. Like, comment, subscribe down below. And till next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.
Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? Spritz Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.